All right, welcome everybody. We are just getting ready to kick off our last match of the evening. Our Hanover Horde Gold team taking on the Shogun from Franklin, Tennessee. For those who enjoyed the NAF, the North American Finals, this was the showdown to end the championship. The Horde coming away with the win. Obviously, we have a little bit of a few comp changes and player changes this season, and we'll see what kind of comps we have ultimately going into finals this next year. But either way, it should be a great match. Two of the original franchises between Hanover and Franklin. We met earlier in the day with our heroes taking on their Nomads in the gold match. Their Nomads won, but our heroes put up a heck of a fight, even being down a couple players. So they represented Hanover well, and excited about how this match is going to turn out. Our lineup for our Horde Gold team is Lantern, Pizza Freak, Weirdo, Hitscan, Kid MDK, and Milk My Sheep. And then from the opposing team, you can see they're starting to filter players in here to get this thing started. So as always, we wish our friends from Franklin good luck, have fun. Look forward to hopefully seeing a win out of our Horde team to kick this season off. This is round one, so a loss isn't critical, but every win matters. So we'll just get ready for this match. Let's finish getting things set up. We'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve, and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boopsiva!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you, Nice, go, group in, now, push in, we don't have to good. Good game.
welcome back. We are in Kings Row. This will be our first map. We played this one earlier. As always, it's a big fan favorite with all the XP League kids. It's one of my favorite. Fun to watch. It's a hybrid map, and the meanings that you will have to capture this point. You capture this point, and then you will escort a vehicle along to 2 other points to try to get 3 points on the map. Each team will get a chance to push the payload to capture the point, push the payload. The Horde will be pushing first. We got Milk My Sheep playing Diva, Zarya being played by Kid MDK, Pizza Freak playing Junkrat, Hitscan playing Widowmaker, Lucio played by Lantern, and Colton, a weirdo, will be playing Baptiste. From the opposing side, we've got a Reinhardt, Diva, May, McCree, Shogun, and Baptiste. So should be a good matchup. Again, always Franklin always brings a solid team to the fight, and excited to see what the Horde do against this tough opponent. So if you're rooting for the Shogun, they are in blue. If you're rooting for the Horde, they are in red. Here they come, pushing through. Strong, aggressive push here by the Horde, met with equal aggressiveness by this Shogun team. Pizza Freak, a couple trading shots there. Glassman does get a nice elimination on the Reinhardts. Zarya follows right back with elimination on their Rein, so both teams without their main tank. Pizza Freak does manage to take out their McCree. So that's going to give them an advantage with Hitscan getting a couple of limbs on the May, Lucio, as well as the Diva. That's going to give them advantage and allow them to start earning credit toward this point. And at this point, I would assume Shogun are going to succumb and give that up with Hitscan up top here. Raining fires down. That's going to let them secure the payload and start their push. So good initial first stage here by the Horde. Shogun setting up around the conventional choke. Trading shots while the payload moves forward. Hitscan gets a nice elimination on their McCree. Hanzo unleashes his ultimate. They're able to back away from it. Rhine on Rhine battle goes in favor of Milk My Sheep, who takes out Maul Noah. And the Horde are continuing to push forward. Looks like with losing their main tank, they're going to draw back and hold the second choke as opposed to the first. So this payload is pushing really quickly and really fast with Shogun playing back. Hitscan gets a backline elimination, taking out the Lucio of the Shogun. Alright, so it looks like the Shogun's back full power, gets set up for this corner choke. Playing behind the shield of their Rhine. Hammered down. Doesn't find anybody home. Here comes the Diva bomb. Shogun doing a good job here holding this corner. May unleashes her ultimate. Let's see if the Shogun can take advantage of it. They do manage to get the Rhine. That's going to force the Horde to back up. So good defensive stand, but the Horde is currently amassing their ultimates. Looks like they'll have 4 ultimates with the elimination of Glassman. And the McCree there is going to give them 4 ultimates pushing into this fight. Let's see if they use them here or save them for that final push where it's so critical to have those. Zarya unleashes her ultimate. Hanzo unleashes his dragon right into the Gravitron. They do manage to get a couple eliminations. Hanzo is going to pick up that Diva. They're going to chase down the May and the Lucio. And that's going to send the majority of that team back to spawn and let the Horde continue their push. They get the second point. 4 minutes, 56 seconds left on the clock, so a lot of time to get this final point. And they still have Pizza Freak's ultimate, so we'll see when that's unleashed. He's really good at dropping in from up top. Here comes the High Noon, unleashed from the Shogun. Hammer Strike. You do get a couple eliminations, taking out the Reinhardt of the Horde, as well as Pizza Freak's Reaper, so that's going to have them reset and reorganize their attack. But again, they've got 3 ultimates stacked up. They do have a Diva bomb on the Shogun at this point as well, so we'll see if either of those come into play. there's the Diva Bomb dropping in. Doesn't look like it finds anybody home. Milk My Sheep does take out the Baptiste, but the Reinhardt of the Horde is taken out again. They're going to have to reset. So Shogun doing a good job on this third point. But Horde are reorganized here, and we'll see if they can drive them back this time. Zarya's coming forward. She unleashes her Gravitron again, unleashing that Hanzo ultimate. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 eliminations against the Shogun there. That's going to allow him to push this deep. Pizza Freak still has his ultimate. Looks like he's getting himself set up. He might use that. Looks like he's getting ready to move his way to a position where he might be able to unleash that. May unleashes her ultimate. Here comes Pizza Freak. Doesn't take in anybody, but hit scan gets elimination. Zarya gets an elimination. But no sooner than they take him out, more of the Shogun out here on the point to keep the payload from moving. And there's that Wrecking Ball seems to come out every time at the end of this point just to hold on to it. Zarya is targeting him at this point and is managed to take them out. And that's going to allow them to push here pretty close. They're right there. There's the Tracer coming out. They just need to move for 1 second. Or 1 more meter, it looks like. And there they do it with 2 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock. So a really solid push by this Horde against what's proven to be a tough Shogun team. So we're going to flip sides here.
Initiating match.
So just as before, instead of the Horde pushing the payload, the Shogun will be pushing. The Horde will be setting up their defenses. See if we run similar comps or if we have any major swaps. We'll see if Hitscan swaps over to Widowmaker. I think he started out with Widowmaker, but quickly swapped over to Hanzo. He's looks like he's sticking with Hanzo at this point. So same comp. Going to be run by the Horde as well as the Shogun. Looks like everybody's sticking with their original comps for this one. So see how this battle plays out. Again, Milk My Sheep running the Reinhardt. Zarya being run by Kid MDK. Pizza Freak running Junkrat. Hitscan running as Hanzo. Lantern running Lucio. And Baptiste being run by Weirdo.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
All right, 3 minutes, 54 seconds on the clock. Each time you secure an objective or a point, you get additional time added to your clock. Put that May wall down, kind of pinches the, puts the Horde back against the wall to defend against. Hanzo does get a nice elimination on their Junkrat. Reinhardt on Reinhardt battle goes in the favor of the Horde. And the Horde are going to be aggressive here, pushing them back behind that British-style tour bus. Here's a second volley coming from the Shogun, using that statue to kind of get around that corner. Another May wall in behind to kind of divide that front line, that back line of healing. Reinhardt charges in. Junkrat Pizza Freak gets a couple eliminations taken out there. Reinhardt and Junk. Hitscan follows up with elimination on their May. And that's going to send the majority team back to spawn, and they're going to have to reset here. So good denial there for the Horde. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Still plenty of time. Reinhardt on Reinhardt. Again, they put that May wall in there, but Hanzo shoots his ultimate, so they have to drive their way back. Pizza Freak gets a nice elimination of their Reinhardt. So that's going to have them reset and falling back to their spawn. 1 minute 58 seconds left. They're getting trying to get deeper behind the line with the D.Va, but the Hanzo holds them off. Here comes the Junkrat tire. D.Va bomb's going to go off. It's shielded nicely by the Horde there. But this time Shogun's getting deeper into the fight. Some ultimates being unleashed by both teams here. Zarya is unleashing her ultimate. Pizza Freak gets a nice elimination on their Baptiste. Pizza Freak takes out the Mei. Mei unleashes her ultimate. Really doesn't, not so much effect there. Pizza Freak, Milk My Sheep, a couple more eliminations, and that's going to send them, most of them back to spawn. They're going to have to regroup for one more good push here. But that did suck up a lot of the ultimates from the Horde. They still have 2 left, though. They have Baptiste and Hitscans. 46 seconds. The Shogun do have the beat, so you imagine they're going to drop that here with this latest push. Here comes the Hanzo ultimate just as they're coming through the corridor, maybe a second late. They do have the Reinhardt though, so I imagine we'll be hearing a hammer down here from Milk My Sheep. Pizza Freak has his tire as well, 25 seconds left. Good eliminations by Hitscan there, taking out the Junkrat. Lucio follows up, playing Lantern, follows up and takes out the D.Va. 13 seconds left. This is where I expect you'll see some new characters swap in. We do have an Echo. Whoever can get up here fast. Here comes the D.Va. The D.Va's denied, but the Echo works in deep behind the lines. Hitscan takes out 2. Junkrat tire comes in from Pizza Freak, takes out that Echo. They're just got to clear this last remaining member of the Shogun off the point, which they're able to do, and that's going to give them a first round 3-0 victory in King's Row. So great first round here for the Hanover Horde. Let's see who our player of the game is. Player of the game, Zarya, played by Kid MDK. I guess when she unleashed her ultimate on that last time. See, they had the Gravitron, I think, unloaded there, and then takes care of that D.Va shooting up in the air. So great job. Great first round for our Horde, taking on, again, a tough team from Franklin in the Shogun. So let's credit them their point. We'll take a short break, get set up for this next match, and we'll be right back. So stick with us.
In the Overwatch League, the action is fast and frantic. To help you get the most out of your viewing experience, here are 3 things to focus on. First, the objective tracker. Want to know who's winning the map? Start here. The objective tracker shows each team's current score, objective progress, and remaining time available. Teams may start a round using one strategy, but then change it drastically as their remaining time dwindles. Each round ends when the attacking team runs out of time and they don't have any players on the objective. However, if the attackers remain on the objective as time runs out, the round enters overtime. Overtime extends indefinitely until the defenders can clear the objective of all attackers. Second, the unit frames. This is where you can see which heroes each team's players are using and the current status of those heroes. Each team's roster is separated by role. The damage players are on the left, the tank players are in the middle, and the support players are on the right. Eliminated players are grayed out until they respawn. Any status effects like hacks, stuns, or sleeps are also highlighted. The unit frames also show each hero's progress towards earning their ultimates, sometimes referred to as the ult economy. Checking each team's ult economy is a great way to determine which teams will have the advantage in the next team fight. So, look for teams to combo big offensive ultimates for maximum firepower and to save their powerful defensive ultimates to withstand enemy engagements. The unit frames and objective tracker are great places to look before and after fights, but when the action gets heated, keep your eyes on the kill feed. The kill feed shows you when a hero is eliminated and who on the enemy team is responsible. The kill feed also shows how the hero was eliminated. A white arrow signifies a basic attack. A bold arrow signifies a headshot. And if an elimination is scored with an ability, whether basic or ultimate, the kill feed shows that too. In addition to elimination, the kill feed also shows the destruction of important objects like Torbjorn's turret, anyone that Mercy resurrects, and important ultimates blocked by D.Va's defense matrix. There's a lot of info to process during a game of Overwatch, but by referencing 3 simple parts of the screen, the objective tracker, the unit frames, and the kill feed, you're sure to catch every small moment of every big play.
Alright, welcome back. We're just getting ready to jump into this match here in a second. Just getting set up for Volskaya. Here we go. With the gold matches, you flip a coin. The first team picks a map. With the second round, the losing team gets to pick a map after the winning team eliminates 3 maps. And the Shogun picked Volskaya after we eliminated Nubis, Lijiang, and Numbani. Alright, so again, our Horde Gold team is made up of Lantern, Pizza Freak, Weirdo, Hitscan, Kid MDK, and Milk My Sheep. And welcome to Volskaya. So in Volskaya, teams will try to get these 2 points on the map. Here you see the first point. Teams will spawn from this direction. So the Horde will be spawning first. The Shogun will be playing defense. The conventional defense is played right here around this choke. As you can see, it's a really tight choke, and you can hold it pretty well in a lot of cases, depending on the team. But it can also fall really quickly, being farther from your spawn point. If you lose some critical defensive pieces or your back line, it's really hard to hold. Alright, so here comes the Horde. Looks like they're running a ball. Milk is going to be running a ball this time. Kid MDK is running a D.Va. Pizza Freak is running Pharah. Hitscan is running a McCree, or a Cole Cassidy, I should say. Vegeta's being run by Lantern, and Colton Weirdo is running an Ana. So the Horde getting deep into the Shogun line right off the bat. Glassman playing Pizza Freak does a good job taking out the Wrecking Ball, but Pizza Freak follows up and takes him out in turn. Hitscan and Kid MDK get a couple nice eliminations there on the Sigma and the McCree. Once they take out that Lucio and take this Reinhardt out behind them, they're going to secure this point and start moving to the second point with still 3 minutes on the clock. It doesn't appear Shogun's going to be able to make it back in time, and they're probably going to be setting up for defense in the second point. So moving towards the second point, see them set up. They're playing back on the point. Usually you play forward of the point, but that's a technique as well. So they're playing back on the point. Looks like Pizza Freak's pretty close to his ultimate, so we'll see if that comes into play here pretty soon. I imagine it will, with them kind of clustered around this point. We'll see if he can combine that with anybody else's ultimate. Here comes the McCree ultimate getting unleashed. Doesn't look like it found its home. Milk My Sheep unleashed his ultimate. Here comes a D.Va bomb going off. Lots going on. The entire Horde team is unleashing their ultimates to try to secure this point. Elimination of the D.Va and the Baptiste is going to let them get really close, almost to the third tick, but they managed to get a couple quick players back, including the Lucio. That's going to buy them time to get a ball in there. Pharah still has, Pizza Freak still has his ultimate, so you imagine that's going to probably come in here pretty soon to get eliminated by the D.Va from the opposing team, from the Shogun. So Shogun, nice job, nice response to that push where the Horde used just about all their ultimates. Here comes another D.Va bomb. going up high. It looks like most of the Horde members were able to escape, but Glassman, playing as a Junkrat, does manage to take out 2 of the Horde members. They're going to have to reset their push. So where it was looking pretty dire there, just a Lucio remaining on the point. They did a really good job of getting the rest of their team back, buying enough time to push in. Alright, so here comes the rest of the Horde pushing in. Looks like they're pushing in from the right flank here. Pizza Freak still holding on to that ultimate. They do have the Ana, so we'll see who they nano. Wrecking Ball gets the mines in there, so they're gonna have to clear that up. Looks like Farah's nanoed, unleashing her ultimate there. Wrecking Ball does get in there and deploys his mines for the Shogun though. Here comes the Diva Bomb. Wrecking Ball and Wrecking Ball goes in favor of Milk My Sheep. Hitscan gets a couple eliminations on both support characters for the Shogun. So they're down support. Let's see, D-Mech the Diva. Let's see if they can clear them off and get it to the last tick at this point. Just need to clear off this last Wrecking Ball. But looks like that's going to buy them enough time to get a couple players back on spawn, including Tracer and Lucio. They do manage to take out the Moira, the Wrecking Ball, that Lucio. They just need to get rid of this Reaper, which they do. It's just going to give them the final tick on the clock and give them a 2-0 lead. And 2 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock, which is quite a bit of time. But a good round to the Shogun. It looked like they were going to get rolled up on with the Horde unleashing all those ultimates at once. But that Lucio did just enough to hold the line to allow the rest of the team to make their way back and rally back and defend for a couple more minutes. So time is valuable. And the more you tick that clock down, the more benefit you'll have if you secure both points and this pushes into overtime. All right, flip the sides here. Now, again, the Shogun will still be in blue, but they'll be pushing out of the point this time, and the Horde will be defending. Looks like the Shogun are going to be running a Winston, Zarya, Tracer, Reaper, Brigitte, and Baptiste, and looks like the Horde are going to be running a Sigma, Reinhardt, Junkrat, Genji, Zenyatta, and a Baptiste. Alright, so here comes the Horde defenses. There you see Hitscan pushing up close, trying to get eyes on what they got bring into the fight. And again, conventional defense at this kind of this dump truck. See how long the Horde can hold this line. Imagine they're going to have the Winston pushed in deep and go for that back line of the Horde. Actually, he's playing the low ground right now, but here he comes, diving through, putting his bubble down. So Reinhardt does take out their Tracer for the Shogun, so good job. Skirmish type fighting right here at the point of attack. Hit scan with the Genji does manage to take out that Winston. Fighting this corner right here. Shogun, here they come for their next push. Here you go, Winston pushing in here. So Winston does manage to help push through that Horde line around the corner, but a couple good eliminations. Just about every one of the Horde members, including Hitscan, with a couple eliminations there. It's going to drive the majority of the team back. They're going to have to reconsolidate with the Winston back here behind lines. He's not going to last real long, taken out by Zenyatta, played by Weirdo, and that's going to have to get them to reset. You can see the Horde have 3 ultimates here and 2 minutes, 23 seconds left on the clock. So let's see how they use that Junkrat tire, that Blade, and Zenyatta's ultimate. So Sigma unleashes his ultimate. Doesn't really do too much. Looks like they're able to counter that pretty good. Big fight here right on the edge. Zenyatta unleashed his ultimate. Hit scan playing Genji gets a couple nice eliminations on the Winston and the Reaper. Pizza Freak's going to take out the Brigitte and Milk My Sheep. Sigma follows up with an elimination on the Echo, or I'm sorry, on the Tracer. And that's going to send them back to spawn. Minute and 30 seconds left. Horde at full strength and ready for the next defense. And again, they still have Hitscan and Pizza Freak still have their ultimates. Here comes the Blade. If he's able to do any damage. But before he's really able to deploy it, the Winston from the Shogun takes him out. So good job, and the Winston's behind the line right here. Pizza Freak tries to unleash his ultimate. I'm sorry, that was the ultimate of the Reaper from the Shogun. But he's quickly taken out. Here comes the Junkrat tire. Nobody home for that one. A couple good eliminations here for Tracer, Zarya, and the Brigitte of the Shogun. That's going to allow him to earn credit here towards the first point. We'll see if the Horde are willing to give this one away. It looks like Genji might try to hold the line, but he's quickly taken out, sent back to spawn. So they're going to hold this second point. 30 seconds remaining, so they'll get a little boost on their clock and start to push in on the Horde defenses here on the second point. 3 minutes, 22 seconds. Good push by the Shogun. Zenyatta gets a nice elimination on the Reaper from the Shogun. Horde pushing forward, being aggressive, driving them back. Driving that Winston back. Winston taken out by Hitscan's bullets. And that's going to have him resetting and setting up for the next push. Good initial drive back of that surge by the Shogun. Here comes the next push coming in from the left side as you're looking at the screen. Zarya unleashes her Gravitron, lumps up the Horde, takes out the Reinhardt of the Horde. Here comes the Junkrat tire coming back the other way. Doesn't do too much damage. Zarya Winston gets 2 eliminations of the Horde, and they'll start earning credit towards this point. See if the Horde's able to get back here quick enough. They do charge in here just in time, but quickly taken out, and just like that, the Shogun fight back and do a great job, even in this matchup with 1 minute 46 seconds left on the clock. So the Horde with the advantage on time with 2 minutes 51 seconds left, but Shogun are still in this fight. Way to fight back strong. All right, so we will do this again. So whatever time is remaining is the time you have on the clock to try to get as many points as you can with these with whatever time is remaining.
Ready for
All right,
battle.
so this time the Shogun will push first, try to push through, and the Horde will be on defense. So as always, you know, we always expect the Shogun to bring a good fight, and they have. Look like the Horde with that strong first round, as well as the first a really nice set defense that they were playing during the first part of this round. That they were going to run away with this thing, but the Shogun had other ideas coming strong here and really made a big difference in this match, and it made it a game. They could come away with this thing, and they have plenty of time to do it. Minute 45 seconds. Again, if you secure the first point, you get more time added to your clock. So this first point is critical If the Horde want to win this thing, they need to stop the Shogun here, or else the pressure's going to be on them. So good job, Pizza Freak gets an elimination on that Wrecking Ball that they're running. Looks like a slight comp change for the Horde. They're going to be running, Milk My Sheep's going to be running the Roadhog. Here they come in again. Seems that Winston comp worked really well for him last time. Milk My Sheep with a hook attempt on that Winston, unable to find its way home. Winston's going to dive into the back line here, so they're going to have to deal with that. They all fall back. "43 seconds left. Hammer down." Milk My Sheep with a couple nice eliminations, taking out the Baptiste and the Echo of the Shogun, so they're going to have to reset here. They got the Winston trapped deep, and Milk My Sheep takes care of him as well. So that Roadhog might be the difference in the comp here. Seems to be helping out the Horde at this point. 20 seconds left, so they have time for one more good push. You have to almost imagine that Winston's going to be charging down here, running to get on point, drawing the Horde back. Let's see what ultimate. They might have a Zarya ultimate by the time they get here. That they can put the Horde together, take them out with one of their older ultimates. They got a Reinhardt hammered down, but here comes a Junkrat tire, and they do not make it back in time. They tried to get there, they just didn't get there quite soon enough. And that's going to mean that the Horde only has to get a couple ticks on the clock on that first point to win this second round and the first week's match. Right, so I hear them in there talking comp changes and what they want to do. So the pressure's on the Shogun to hold this line. 2 minutes, 51 seconds. That's a lot of time to hold the line, but you can do it. The Horde held the Shogun for almost 3 minutes, I think. Last round, 3.5, 4 minutes, I think it almost was, before they broke through. So that it can be held. But I'm sure the Horde are going to be coming out hard and being super aggressive. Looks like the Horde are going with a similar complement that they did when they pushed last time. Zarya looks like they've got Kid MDK switching to Ball this time. Pizza Freaks running Pharah, Hitscan the Genji, Brigitte run by Lantern, and Weirdo running an Ana. So they might be going for that Genji blade. If worse comes to worse, that Nano Blade. And from the Shogun's perspective, looks like they are running a Torb. So the ever famous Torb's going to be pulled out for the defense here with his little turret. So let's see how that plays out for the Shogun. Shogun immediately falling back, giving up that corner, trying to lead the team, I guess, into the Torb turret. But that's not working out well for him. McCree does take out the Pizza Freaks Pharah. So good elimination there. Horde's pushing in pretty deep here, though. They're keeping this thing going. Looks like Pharah's coming back into the fight as we speak. They already have Nano, so let's see if they decide to use that here for this fight, or wait till somebody else gets an ultimate. Might be waiting on Genji to get that blade. Here comes the Nano. But a couple nice defensive strikes by Maul Noah playing that Reinhardt. He's going to take out both main tanks, and the best of with the team wipe. The Horde's going back to spawn with most of their ultimates expired. Milk My Sheep does have his ultimate, and looks like Zarya's getting hers pretty soon, so they should be ready for this next round. But a good defense by the Shogun. It looked like the Horde again. We're going to press hard through that defense with the Shogun falling back so quickly, but they rallied and played really well on that Reinhardt. Just devastated the Horde's plans. So there's the hammer strike. Oh, tries to charge in there, but he's knocked back. Torb's going to get that elimination on Milk My Sheep's Reinhardt. A couple more eliminations there for the Shogun, and that's going to mean that the Horde are going to have to respawn and reset here. One more good push. They do have a couple ultimates in here. including Pizza Freak should get his here any second. So we'll see if those come into play. If they can combine maybe that Zarya Gravitron, Hitscan's Blade, and Pizza Freak's ultimate, that might be able to do some serious damage. So there's the Gravitron getting unleashed. Looks like they're well shielded, well protected, but here comes Pharah's ultimate. They did combine them all and did send all but Spiff playing Lucio back to spawn to secure the point and finish off this round. But well played there by the Shogun. They played hard and definitely took it wire to wire against this Horde team. And it's actually Spiff playing Baptiste, player of the game. You don't see that too often. So you can see him come in here, doing a good job keeping his team healed, getting an elimination there against the Zarya, followed up with another elimination against Hitscan and Pharah. Really great play there by Spiff. I know he's a fan favorite in Hanover, and really good player there. So let's credit the Horde with their second points of the game and the victory on the week. And I think that's probably going to do it at this point. We'll see if they want to play one more, but I think we're done streaming at this point. So great game. GG's to our friends out there in Franklin. Shogun put up a great fight, definitely took it to the wire, and I'm sure we'll see them later in the season in the playoffs. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. We'll see you in 2 weeks when we're right back in for some more Overwatch action. Thanks a lot.